You were watching the twists and turns of yesterday, the body language, the words that were used, the words that weren't.
Yeah.
What were your conclusions initially?
Well, we knew before the event that they'd agreed, the UK had agreed on the sort of EU sequencing event, so we know, sort of roughly how it's going to play out. Also, David Davis did say that nothing's going to be decided until everything's decided, which means that, in principle, they'll decide the divorce bill, but then we'll move on to hopefully discuss the new trading arrangements. But at the end of the day, a transition period is still needed. I think the UK is still probably moving to a non-EU EEA option, where basically we're sort of still semi-detached, but we don't quite know how long that transitional phase is going to be. But it's going to be an extremely long, drawn-out process. And they did also say that Ireland is technically difficult to resolve, but it would be eventually solvable. Okay. So that's a two-year probably issue.
Let me ask you about how, from an EU perspective, and I'm normally based in Berlin, it seems like they're holding most of the cards. Yeah. But they don't want to just block out a deal completely because they're so reliant on the UK for trade as well.
They are as well, and they also know that Theresa May is in a very weakened position. So I think at the end of the day, they're probably at the moment, on balance, still wish to negotiate with Theresa May's government. Obviously, if there's a major breakdown in negotiations and there's voted no confidence in the House back here in the UK, they could face here in the UK another election, and they may be dealing with a completely different entity, maybe Boris Johnson as Prime Minister, or maybe Jeremy Corbyn. So I think at the moment they'd rather, not take it too far that actually we then have in the UK a major political issue, which again will lengthen out the whole process. I mean, it's going to be very difficult to get everything done by, sort of the autumn of next year anyway. So, if we have another election in the UK, it will take even longer.